Morning all. St. Patrick's Day. Happy Paddy's Day to everybody in the world. Everyone's going green today. So this is my last morning in Nagles and I've had a great 2 days, I'm not gonna lie to you. Came down here on Sunday. Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, Sunday. Sorry, I've lost track of days. Came down here on Sunday, checked in. For a change, normally I drive around the block like a lunatic and get more photographs at the same place I've been getting photographs of the last 30 years. So I said, no, I'm going to take it handy. So a few scoops, a few early pints, grub, a few photographs, obviously. I spent a good bit of time down on the pier because the waves are just amazing. That's the one thing I love about this time of year. People might say, oh, it's pissing rain and, you know, it's very windy. Yeah, it's the Wild Atlantic Way. It's Clare. That's why I come here. I'd be here during the summer, the sun would be splitting the rocks, and I could be in a bikini. Actually, no, get that thought out of your head. That's manky. So, yeah, I don't give a shit what time of year I'm down here at. So, it's all of 8:45 in the morning. I'm always up early. So, I'll go down to the pier now in a few minutes just to get one last look before I head off. I don't mind heading off early because I'm not sure where Paddy Day parades are going to be on. So, I don't want to get stuck anywhere. I'll take the Ballyvaughan Coast Road. Or no, I might actually go into Liston-Varna, get coffee. I didn't make one for myself this morning yet. The coffee I have in the drawer, I think it's gone off a bit, so I'll get a coffee in Liston-Varna. There's a shop there, and I get an old brekkie roll or something. Get a drop of go-go juice somewhere for €1,000,000 and head on my travels. So I'm gonna do a very quick walk around the site. I didn't get to do this 2 days ago, so I'll do it now. Make this a proper YouTube blogging channel or whatever. So again, you're going to see me walking like I have a flat tire. My poor old right knee has given up the ghost altogether, so yeah, it's very fucking sore. So here's the back of the campsite. It's grand and quiet. It's still early in the year. I've been over the far side there where there's a little hole in the wall, and myself and my brother camped up. He pitched a tent. Well, actually it was my tent I brought down, but he slept in it. So technically, yeah. I've had a usual spot to park. There's 2 walls there. It's a massive area. There's one thing I do like about this campsite. It's fucking huge. There's loads of space. So over there where you'll see a couple of caravans. See if I can zoom in here. Yeah, that's normally I use to park. It's grand, it does the job, but there's a bit of a walk back to the loo. Speaking of which, there's the toilet building, so I'll go over there now in a second. There's my chariot, the Volkswagen Chariton, well, Volkswagen Transporter, but I call it Chariton. That was my bed for the few nights. A few more campers there, but there's loads, there's millions and millions of other spots over there. There's the gaffer's home. He owns the place. So we'll go over here, take a wee walk. I'll take the zoom off this now. There we go. Hopefully be able to hear me with the wind on in the background. Actually, I'll go up here a little bit further, because in case you're curious if there is activity for your childers, your little ones, and there is. So as I said, I'm an awful creature of habit. When I go somewhere, I do like the same spot. I do like to park up where I've been before. So my very first time here, I was car camping. I had the car with me, and there's all your electrical sockets on the wall, if you can see them or not see them. And he wanted me here, but the grass was too wet. So I got one of the hard stands, as they're called, about 5 or 6 spaces down that way. And I pitched up the tent for all my gear. So here's your playground. I'll zoom in. Yeah, so something for them to do. Can't beat the old view either. The sun will rise somewhere over that way and set somewhere over that way, and I've been here for both, and it's fabulous. So yeah, so as you can see, look, loads of spots. Loads of static caravans. I have to get used to all these words. Statics and hard tops and soft spots and electrical hookups and disposable toilets and whatever else goes with camping. There's another transporter down there beside me and another transporter there. Great old vans. So, there's your bins. General waste, recycling and glass. There's your chemical disposable area. I'm not going to go in there. But basically it's a toilet and a hose coming from the ceiling in case you get an old spill. Kitchen. There's a chap in there, so... Oh, 2 people in there. I'm not going to bother them. Nice kitchen. Ladies' toilets. I better not go in there. Ponytail or not. I'll go into the gents' loo here now. I'll show you the showers in a second. Zoom off. There's nobody here, so... Now this is just a small toilet, which again is right beside where I park. Spotless. Everywhere is spotless. Everywhere is clean. When you go in next door, when you want to have your shower, you get a token. There's your laundry room. There's nobody here, so I can pop in and see. Washing machines take 4 yo-yos. €2 and €1 coins. And you're slotting off you go. 6 machines. Not so bad. A few couches there to chill on. Now, I'll be quiet in case there's anybody in here having a shower. I don't want to talk when I was in there. I saw one of the shower doors had the little red doofer on it to say there's somebody in there. So I got a quick yoke in. There must be, I don't know, 8 or 9 shower units, 7 toilets, shitload of sinks, mirrors, another 2 toilets in there, more sinks, more mirrors. So it's a grand old site. That's your view of the wide Atlantic Way. You can't see it at the moment. I'll go down there now and get another clip just before I go. I've my van running just to demist the windscreen. Unfortunately, when you sleep in a van, and they're all the same, everyone it seems to be in the same boat, they're always wet, soaking wet in the mornings. So as I said, love this site. I love here now. I'm booked back in for May. I'm going to come down here for a couple of days again. So, and definitely 2 or 3 more times during the year. My bro did like it as well. He has the same car as me, a Citroen C4 Picasso 7-seater. So we had all the seats down. You can fit a double airbed into it, nice and snug as a bug. I'll bring my tent, pitch it up. My nephew, his son, he can sleep in that. And I'll drive them around the block. I do love Clare, I have to say. The scenery you'll see now in a second. Like, what can't you not like about here? It's huge. It's spotless. There's tons and tons of facilities. There's loads of space. There's electrical points fecking everywhere. It doesn't matter if you walk in off the street or cycle. There's room. The views, as you'll see from other clips I've done already, or the clips I'm going to do now in a second, you can see the cliffs of Moher. You can see Hag's Head in the scanner. You can see the Aran Islands. Doolin Pier itself is quite interesting. What's not to like? Up the road, you have O'Connor's. Long walk, but you have O'Connor's. Okay, my windscreen isn't too bad. I'll just hop back in here. Might get me old leg. Yeah, as I said, what's not to like around here? I love Clare in particular. That's just me being prejudiced. I love this county, I love this area. There's so much to do. Oh yeah, sorry, I was talking about O'Connor's. So O'Connor's is up the road, it's a long walk. But now it's gotten very, 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 very commercialised. Many moons ago, myself went in there, and it was much quieter, and you couldn't give a shite if you wore a half a wetsuit tied around your waist, a suit or 3/4, which I'm wearing. It made no difference whatsoever. It's gotten very, very commercialised, very busy, and by God, did they do some amount of food. Don't get me wrong, traditional music at night time, it's free of charge, so it's always great old crack, but by Jesus, be packed. Down the road from that then, you wouldn't walk it. Well, somebody wouldn't, but somebody might, but I can't. Is Dermots and Mc Ganns. I was there for the last 2 days. I love them. Mc Ganns in particular, just because the decor in it is fabulous. The staff in there are just unreal. I'll stick a photograph up here. I did a stone for them, and I just left it sitting beside where I was sitting, and I beside me pint, and one of the girls came up and said, "You want food?" And I says, "No, I'm okay for the moment." Saw the stone and said, "What's the story with that?" And I says, "Well, before I leave, I'm just going to give it to somebody." I did them for crack, and she was absolutely blown away. The owner was in the kitchen. She was having a shitty day, seemingly. She didn't come out and say thank you, but she burst into tears when she saw the stone. I was happy as a pig in shy. The girl came out with a free t-shirt for me. I was happy as a pig in shy. So, yeah, no, that was good. There was 2 girls there from the States. I'll stick up another picture now in a second. They saw me, I was arty-farty, and they have a little diary with them. They were hitchhiking to Galway last night. Don't know whether they made it now or not, because one of the bar girls said, "Look, it's a little bit late, could get dark, you know. You might be better off trying to maybe stay somewhere for the night." So I'm not sure what they did, but they had a little diary with them, and they got the bar staff and anyone they could grab to do sign it, phrase it, anything. I did 4 pages of drawings. I did their name in kind of bubbling letters with shades and shadows and all kinds of bits and pieces. Did a couple of Irish phrases, drew a picture of a face, an Irish flag. So they were absolutely over the moon. So just before they left, I was still on my pint. Got a hug off them, and they went on their way. Got a photograph of that. So as I said, I'll have either stuck it up here somewhere, or I'll do it now. Whatever. I have to get used to this YouTube crack when people go, "I link something down here, and I link something down there, or I link something up here." I don't know how that's done, but I'll do it anyway. So anyway, I'm only talking shite now. I'm going to go off down to the pier, get last fresh air into my lungs, breathe it in. If the waves are cool, of course I'll get another few photographs. And on then to Lisdoonvarna, and on afterwards. I'll probably do an hour waffle while I'm driving anyway. Gives me something to do. Keeps me company. So on that note, another great adventure from FatBoy Solo, or Ado, or Adrian, or whatever the feck you want to call me. Oh yeah, I was talking about the YouTube channel. So yeah, look, if you like it, subscribe it, hit the bell, do whatever. I'm not fussed. I do this for crack, for me, and a bit of banter. I was talking to Aaron from Charlie and Me. He was parked up. He got here the day before me. He was lucky. He got the drone up and he got some fabulous photographs. I couldn't put the drone up now. It'd end up in New York. So, yeah, he got some nice photographs there. So I was having a chat with him. So he gave me a couple of hints and tips and what to do and what not to do. He's doing this since 2019, I think he said it was. I'm only doing it 2.5 years less. 2 years. 2 years. So I'm fresh to this. I'm only a virgin. So again, anyway, I'm only talking shit here. On that note, Gura Mila Mahagut, and until the next clip, slán. I is officially on the road now, and I couldn't help but stick this on and go coffee. Oh yeah, that is nice. I don't know what brand it is. It's from a spar. I am in Lisdoonvarna. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Yeah, coffee. Maybe I did that because I haven't got enough coffee in me. But anyway, so I have my coffee, have my roll. I'm not going to do it like I did last time and take a bite out of it while I was talking to you, because that was just very rude. So, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sitting here all morning going, which way will I go now and avoid all the parades, and which towns am I going to go through? And then I just said, feck it. I'm going to go whatever way I feel like it. Normally I go home the coast road, Ballyvaughan, Fenor, Fabulous Road. But I did it last time I was here. So, let's do something different. I am, as I said, just coming through Lisdoonvarna now. I'm going to head towards Corkscrew Hill and go to Ballyvaughan that direction. So, it's not that far of a drive, it's a lovely road. And get to Ballyvaughan. I might even, when I finish in Ballyvaughan, the next place is Kinvara. And I'd normally turn off in Kinvara and take a short, it's not a shortcut, but it's all cross-country to Ardrahan, or Ardrahan, whatever way you pronounce it, and Crockwell. So that's where I normally would go. I'm half tempted. It's only 9:30 in the morning. I might go as far as Ballyvaughan, Kinvara. I might even just go up as far. There's a little place called Rinvale. Renvale, I'm not sure which. Rinvale, it's R-I-N. There's a Renvale in Galway as well. But, actually technically I'm going to be in Galway anyway. Galway County. So, yeah, I might go that way, because I've never been to Rinvale before, and I think it has one of the Wild Atlantic Way signposts. And then head Oranmore direction and see how it goes. So, yeah, I'm going to make this up as I go along. Maybe I'll hit a parade somewhere. Maybe I won't. I did hit a parade. It wasn't last year, it was the year before, and I did a mini car camping. And Jesus, don't get me wrong, I am not taking the piss out of anybody, but when I got to Fenor, I was told to pull into someone's driveway. There was a Paddy's Day parade on. I might be there for a while. I pulled in, put on the handbrake, put the handbrake back down and drove off. Parade was finished. Sorry, I'm only taking the piss out of them. No, it did last 3 or 4 minutes. So, if I do hit a parade on the way home, I hit a parade. If I don't, so be it. So on that note, until another wee waffle, I'm just looking over here to that burren on my right hand side, and I'm not sure if it's pissing out the heavens or is it sunshine or rays. No, it's rain. So, but I don't care, you know. I could go down here, summer, winter, heat waves, tornadoes, twisters. I don't give a fiddler's feck. I love it down here. And I'm going to be back down very, very, very soon. So, on that note, coffee. Chat to you in a wee bit. Slán.